If you still think the G-Class is just a gas-hungry brick, you're already behind. Mercedes gave it 4 motors, a party trick spin, and a battery you can bash on rocks. And for 2026, they even swapped the G550's V8 for a smarter 6. This is your fast, clear update on the 2026 G-Class lineup. We'll break down the all-electric G580 with EQ technology, the new G550 inline-6 mild hybrid, and the AMG G63 with fresh tech. What changed, what stayed tough, and which one makes sense for you? Keep an eye out for the wild off-road features no other luxury box on wheels can pull off. Here's the challenge Mercedes had to solve. Go electric without killing the G's trail legend status. Make it quieter and cleaner, but still climb, wade, and crawl like a goat. And for the gas models, cut fuel use without making them feel soft. The G580 is not a quick conversion. It was re-engineered around an electric setup that puts 1 motor at each wheel. 4 motors working alone and together means crazy control on loose ground. Total output is 579 horsepower and 859 pound-feet of torque. That shoves this brick to 60 miles per hour in about 4.6 seconds. Instead of mechanical diff locks, it uses smart torque vectoring to fake them, and it reacts instantly. There is even a 2-speed off-road gearbox with a low range, so you still get that deep crawl ratio. Now for the party tricks. G-Turn can spin the truck in place, like a tank, up to 2 full rotations before it times out. G-Steering tightens the turning circle off-road by pushing the outside rear wheel harder so you pivot around the inside. And Intelligent Off-Road Crawl holds a set low speed so you can focus on steering and tire placement. The battery is big, with 116 kilowatt hours usable, mounted inside the ladder frame for a low center of gravity. Range on the WLTP cycle is up to 294 miles, which is solid for a box this blunt. The pack sits in a stiff, sealed case, and the underbody uses a strong mix of materials, including carbon, to shrug off hits. Water is not a big worry either. The G580 can wade up to 33.5 inches, which is 5.9 inches deeper than the gas models. The 2026 G550 drops the old 4.0 V8 for a 3.0 inline-6 with a turbo and an electric auxiliary compressor. A 48-volt system adds a starter generator that can give short boost of 20 horsepower and 148 pound-feet of torque. Combined, you get 443 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque, up 27 horsepower over the V8 it replaces. It also smooths start-stop and helps with low-speed feel, so it feels more eager in city driving. Think fewer trips to the pump without losing the G feel. The AMG G63 keeps the hand-built 4.0 bi-turbo V8, now backed by the same 48-volt boost for quick punch. The V8 makes 577 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque before the extra shove kicks in. New AMG Active Ride Control swaps old anti-roll bars for hydraulic parts. It flattens corners on the road, but still lets the axles move off-road so you keep traction instead of lifting a wheel. Every 2026 G gets small aero tweaks at the A-pillar and a tiny roof lip to cut wind noise at speed. Inside, MBUX finally brings a real touchscreen to a G-Class, while the trusty rotary controller stays. A handy trick called Transparent Hood uses the cameras to show what is under the nose when you crest a rock or a dune. That takes guesswork out of placing your tires and protects the front end. The big moment is watching a near 3-ton luxury box do a tank turn in the dirt and then crawl down a ledge with millimeter control. It is wild to see, and it proves the electric hardware adds more than silence and speed. Add the deeper weighting and armor around the battery, and it feels built for real trails, not just mall runs. So here's the quick map for 2026. Pick the G580 if you want the wildest control off-road, near silent cruising, and you can live with the range. Pick the G550 if you want better efficiency and a smoother daily drive without giving up the ladder frame attitude. Pick the AMG G63 if you crave the V8 sound and sharper road manners with that new hydraulic trickery. No matter which one you choose, you still get that upright vibe, better tech, and a cabin that finally feels modern.